Hello, my name is Robert with R&L Plumbing, and today I'm at his client's home that's having a problem with a leaky kitchen sink faucet. And today I'll be showing the client how this faucet can be repaired and how she will save on her water bill, and also how you can save hundreds of dollars in making this repair yourself. There's a couple things that you need in order to make this repair. You need a 4-way screwdriver, you need a pair of pliers, a small pair, and you also need what we call a medium pair. A medium pair, small pair, and a 4-way screwdriver. And you also need what they call springs and washers. This is what's causing the faucets to drip. Over a period of time, these springs and washer goes bad, and they need to be replaced. You have one for the hot side and one for the cold side. Now the first thing you need to do before you make this repair is to secure the water. Securing the water is just a matter of underneath your kitchen sink you have what they call shut-off valves. Shut-off valves is a valve that is underneath the sink, and what you do is turn this valve off to the right. You turn it to the right so that will secure the water. So after turning the valves to the right, you open up the faucet to see if the water has been secured. Now that we see that the water has been secured, we will start now to make this repair. This faucet here has what they call a Phillips screwdriver, screw that holds the faucet handle onto the faucet. So what you need to do is remove this screw from this handle, and then you have to remove this handle. You have to work with it a little bit, but it can be done. And I like to just do them at the same time, but just for this purpose here, I'll do one at a time. Now once you remove the handle, you also have a bonnet nut. That's what holds everything together. You loosen this up, remove that, and then you remove what they call the faucet stem. Just pull it out. Make sure you be aware of how you pull it out. It has two little notches, one on each side, and it fits into a groove, so they have to go back the way it came out. Once you do that, then you take your screwdriver, and down inside of the existing faucets you will see the existing spring and washer. That's what we're replacing. You take that out, and then you take the new one and you push it down into the hole that the old one came out of. It takes a few seconds, but it's not that hard to do. And once you remove the old one, you'll see how the new one goes in. So once you put it in, you know that it's incorrect because it'll just sit down in the body inside the faucet itself. Then you put this back together. Make sure you line the notches up with the notch on the faucet. Push it down in there. You see how it just fit all the way down. And then you put the body nut back on, just like this. And you turn it by hand until you can't turn it anymore. And then you take your pliers and just make a little adjustment on that. Then you put the handle back on. You keep turning the handle until it fit into place. You know when it's on correct because it'll stop. And then you replace the screw. So you put the screw back in, and as always you turn it clockwise to secure it and counterclockwise to remove it. And the same thing with the cold side. In America, most of the time, it should be the hot is always on the left and the cold is on the right hand side. So now we're going to remove this screw, remove this handle, and we're going to remove this bonnet nut on the cold side. After you remove the bonnet nut, then you remove, this is what you call the stem. And then you remove the spring, existing spring and washer on the cold side. And now we'll put the new spring and washer in on the cold side. And this should, we'll see, it's almost there, just bear with me a second. Okay, that's it. And then you put the stem back in. Remember the little notch that I was telling you about? They lines up. Then you put the bonnet nut back in place. Secure it by hand as much as you can. And then you just make a couple turns if needed. And that secures the handle. And then you reinstall the handle screw. As we said, clockwise is to secure. And this should take care of this client's leaky faucet problem. We'll turn the water back on and see what we have. Okay, no drips. That's what she wanted. You have just saved yourself $200 to $300 from this information. If you have any questions, just contact R&L Plumbing.